up, YouTube? Alright, I got a crazy amp for you. I'm going to tell you why the amp that I have, and I'm about to show you, is the best amp that you can get if you're running 310s, 212s, possibly 312s. It's made by MA Audio, and I'm going to start showing you. Now, I ordered the amp from the deep discount on actually, I ordered it from Deep Discount like 2 months ago, and they fucked up my order. Then I got one sent to my house. The fucking drug addicts in my neighborhood, and me and my fiance don't even live in a bad neighborhood, but the people in my neighborhood stole one off my front step, even though it's a pretty big fucking box. And then UPS, the replacement that the people sent me, UPS lost that in Indianapolis. Finally, I have this, and I fucking love it. And I'm gonna tell you why MA Audio is the best. They went out of business 2 years ago, and they haven't really been making anything. They used to do competition shit, but this is from their old lot of products. It was probably the 08 or 09 year model, and I'm going to tell you why I think it is the best amp in the world. But first, I'm going to show you what comes with it. It is the MA Audio HK401SX. Their line of competition shit was the HK line, or the hardcore line. The reason why I chose this amp is because it's a Class X, and if you research, like, Class A, B, C, D, monoblock, all that kind of shit, Class X's aren't made anymore. And when you get a Class B or a Class D, what you're getting is, like, let's say it's rated at 1200 watts. A Class D only pushes out between 70 and 85% efficiency, meaning you got to times 1200 watts times 85%, and that's really how much your subs are getting. A Class X goes up to 98% efficiency, meaning if this says 1200 watts, my subs are getting 1200 watts. So that's why I chose this. And everybody is like, oh, dude, you're into this too much. You're Class X, Class A. What are you talking about? I have friends that I have the 1000 watt version of this. This is the 1200 watt, and I have friends that have 1500 watt amplifiers pushing the same subs that don't sound as good as my Class X 1000, because my Class X 1000 puts out 1000 watts, and their kicker 1500 puts out 900 watts. You know what I mean? Because it's terribly rated. But anyway, so this is the 401SX. It comes with extra fuses. It has 3 40 amp fuses. So if you use your fuse rating formula as per like Ohm's law and trying to figure out watts and whatnot, this comes out to exactly 1253 watts down at 1 ohm. Okay, get a manual. Nothing special. You also get a remote switch, and what I like about this is that it's a little bit thicker than your normal RJ45 or Cat5 wire that a lot of companies send you. Sometimes they'll send you remote knobs, and the wires are like fucking 22 gauge. This is actually pretty thick, which means there's not going to be any distortion when I mount this up at the front. Anyway, here's the amp. It's pretty large. I think it's 18 by 13, so it's 1.5 foot long, and then about 1 foot deep. You have your voltage meter right here. It'll tell you the temperature, the voltage, and I think down to what it has an ohm meter in, so I think it does tell you what ohms you're running at. If we go over to the side, you have all your normal shit. Let me pick this up. Oh, by the way, you have your power and protect right there, obviously. And that's another good thing about Class X, is they're so efficient that they don't heat up. They don't require a lot of current. In 4 years of having my HK1000, meaning the 1000 version of this, it never heated up, never went into protection mode, and I ran the shit out of that thing. So you have your normal subsonic. Let's say that's subsonic. That's bass boost, which I don't use. That's the RJ45 input for your remote wire. Low pass frequency, you got 40 to 250 hertz. You're really not going to need anything higher than 90 though. Low pass or full, obviously you're going to put that on low pass, and your gain right here. So another good thing about getting a Class X amp is that the gains don't have to be up more than like 1/4 of the way. You also have 2 lines in, 2 lines out, so you can, you can't bridge these amplifiers, but you can add a second one right next to it. And run, I guess, 2 boxes of 12s, you know what I mean? So, anyway, let's go over to the other side. Another good thing I like about this, a lot of companies will brag that, Audio Pipe, Kicker, they'll brag that they're 1500 watt, 1800 watt, and their positive and negative input terminals are not even 2 gauge. They're 4 gauge or 8 gauge, and it's ridiculous. This is actually true 0 gauge input terminals, so you can you almost know for a fact, yeah, it's a high current. They know what they're talking about. It's a high current amplifier. They need zero gauge in and out. And then you have, of course, your remote, or I'm sorry, your remote, your speaker wire, all that shit. And I just got an email from XO, a big deal. But anyway, your three fuses right there. Can't wait to mount this in my truck. I'm doing a huge build, just so everybody knows. I have one more of these coming. I have an audio pipe AP2004 for my 4-channel for my mids and highs. I have I have 4 Soundstream tweeters. I have 4 Lanzar 3-way coaxials. I have a Clarion EQ coming in. I have, hopefully, when another guy that does some really good reviews on here, Joey Manchester, or John Manchester. I'm waiting to hear back from him on which subs to get. I don't know whether to go with the RE subs or the Alpine Type Rs. I want to run 412s. I'm going to be winding up making up my own box and shit like that, but I don't know what 12s to go with. So I'm going to have 412s, I'm going to have 2 amps, I'm going to have, I got my kinetic battery in if you check my other videos. I'm going to have a lot of shit going down. I just ordered 100 feet of zero gauge, so it's a huge project, and I'm going to sum it up all in one 10-minute video. I'm going to edit different clips so you can see what I do as I go along the way, and I'm also getting an Ohio generator alternator, so hopefully in about a week or two, when I post up my final vid of everything installed, you guys will know start to finish how to turn your car into or from 212s, just a regular 212s that you bought at Best Buy, into a semi-competition vehicle that is probably the loudest in your county. So stay tuned, but again, this is probably for your money. They're only about $230 for your money. If you could find them on eBay or audiosavings.com or the deepdiscount.com, pick them up, because if you're running 212s or you're running 310s, this is the best amplifier you can possibly get. They don't sell Class X's anymore. If you spend your money on JL or Rockford or Kicker or any of that bullshit, I'm telling you, you're not going to get as much efficiency as this. Any questions you have, just comment at the bottom. And if you have any questions about my Explorer or how to install stuff or shit, I have my link to my CARDOMAIN in the description. Just go right to it. I have 400 pictures on how to install train horns and halos and my system and brakes and this and that. So any questions you guys have, just message me. And until then, it's muscle ammo. I'm out.